Hi there. How are you? My name is Teacher Wayne. What's your name? Rick. Rick, well, it's nice to meet you. Rick, tell me, where you from? Taiwan. That's awesome. Oh, where Taiwan? I Hsinchu, Taipei, Thailand, Taipei. That's awesome. Okay, great. That's wonderful. So, do you know Taipei 101? Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I've had the privilege of teaching Taiwanese kids, and yeah, it's been quite an experience. I mean, just learning about your culture. What I love about it, you have a diverse culture. You know that whole thing of your people had been under the rule of the Dutch, and then under the Chinese and the Japanese, and I think under the Netherlands as well. But very interesting, very interesting. Love the culture, love the people. So tell me, what are you studying? What are you studying? Business, BCom. Okay, good. What's that? How many years is that? 4, 5 years? Okay, great. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. What do you want to do with your degree once you finish? What are you going to do? What you going to work for? Is it a family business? Okay, wonderful. That's excellent. That's wonderful. So, what you going to take over from your dad, or start your own? Okay. So, what you talk about international exporting, importing, exporting? Oh, that's wonderful. That's excellent. That's cool. So, Rick, that's great. Just a little bit about myself. As you know, my name is Teach Wayne. So I have travelled. I've travelled extensively. There was a time. Okay, so I've done things like from refrigeration. My work experiences. So I've done from refrigerations. I've been a manager. I've had my own franchises. I've had my own little businesses. I had my own little online store. You talk about business. Business, you got to have nerves of steel. And the thing is you're your own boss, so you account for your own time and all that kind of stuff. So it's not really, it's not easy at all. And so I get it. I mean, there's a lot of pressure. It's a certain type of person that does business, especially on that level. So what's that? Okay, so the reason why the online thing didn't work was I didn't have enough feet. I was in a little town and I wasn't in a metropolitan area. The town had the town was so small it had a donkey and a cart and they shot the donkey. Okay, it's one of those situations. But anyway, so all right, great. So my whole forte, my whole life has been teaching, doing music, teaching, doing a little bit of business and all that kind of thing. All right, so, and yeah, that's it. My sports hobbies: I love badminton, love playing a bit of badminton in South Africa. Sorry, man. Yes, so I'm from a town or actually a city in the Eastern Cape of South Africa called Port Elizabeth. I want to say the Xhosa name. There's a language they speak in the area. It's called Xhosa, and that is the name for the city is called Quebera. Yeah, or Quebera. I think it's a bit of a click in the name, but anyway. All right. So enough of myself. Let's get into the lesson. Okay, good. So here we go. Can you tell me what's the title of our lesson? Okay, business neutral. Okay, good for all levels. Okay. All right, so we've had a polite introduction. So basically, what's going to happen is our first. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Oh, there we go. All right, so there we go. The first page is going to be a role play between you and myself. Okay, just it looks like that this is going to be an interview between a potential employer, and you become their employee. All right, okay. So there's a few words here: well organized, nice to meet you, punctual, and recommendation. And we're going to put them in their perspective places. Okay, next. Then we're looking at vocabulary. We're looking at different career paths or different professionals, and what best will suit them. What best will suit them. Okay, great. So we'll have a look at it later on in the lesson, and then we've got reading. Okay, there'll be some things here that you will be unsure of, but that is fine. Listen, at any time, if okay, I'm quite an excitable person, so I get very excited. So if I get too excited, that kind of thing, just tell me to slow down, and then I will slow down. Okay. All right. So let's go for it. Here we go. Conversation. Okay. Choose the correct answers to fill in the gaps, basing your choices on the provided replies. Okay. All right. Role play the conversation. Good. All right. Here we go. So you must be Rick. My name is Wayne. Okay. So what is your response going to be, Rick? Your response is going to be B. Yeah, that's good. All right, that's it. So B, nice to meet you. Nicely done. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay, good job. All right, here we go. So come on in. Have a seat. Do you have a copy of your resume? Uh, re- Okay, so yeah, so the term another word for resume is what we call CV, curriculum vitae. Okay, so yeah, so for every business, for every job opportunity that you go into, they need they, the whole thing is this: you're not going to ask a seamstress to do a doctor's job. It's as simple as that. So that's all what a resume is. Okay, a resume is showing your particular skill sets, what you're capable of, and can you handle work? Can you handle? Is there potential for you for corporate? Do they see the potential for a potential leader of the business, or in your a potential manager or CEO, that kind of thing? You understand? So yeah, especially if you in the bigger corporate companies, they're looking for responsible and able bodies to do a difficult task. All right, here we go. All right, go for it. B. All right. Yes. I. Is it going to be one well organized from my, or are you going to say um, punctual? I have two letters of punctual or recommendation. Okay, good. That's it. Recommendation. That's super. Well done, Rick. Okay, so recommendation. It's obviously that they will come from your previous employees, basically giving a thumbs up to the potential new company that you in the future will be working for. Right, good. I see. Well, going forward, how would you like to describe yourself using short adjectives? And we're not talking about a short, fat, rich man. Or young, short, fat, and rich. Right. Okay, good. So, what is an adjective? Do you know what an adjective is? No. Okay. All right. So, Rick, an adjective describes nouns. Okay. An adjective. Okay. An adjective describes noun. Describes nouns. Okay. Just I don't want to mess up on our time. All right, here we go. So adjectives describes nouns. Okay, describes nouns. What is a noun? A noun is people, places, and things. Okay. Normally nouns appear in the beginning of the sentence, and they normally people like John ate a steak. John would be the subject. Subject nouns or subject. All right, here we go. As well. All right, here we go. So adjective describes nouns. Okay. So what you're going to put there? I'm hardworking. Okay, very, very cool. Okay, I think, yeah, okay, all right, that was a little bit of a no-brainer for you. Okay, right, okay, well organized. Okay, fantastic. Um, well organized. Okay, and punctual. Good. Do you know what punctual is? Talk to me. Do you know what? Talk to me. Yeah. Do you know what punctual is? Yeah, yeah. It's about being on time. That kind of. Yeah, it's about being on time. All right. So, how do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years from now, in your career, in your own answer? As your own boss. Yeah, great. That's wonderful. Okay, good, great job, Rick. You're very good at this. Okay, all right, you're doing fine. You're doing so well. All right, there we go. So let's go on to the next page. All right, here we go. So, um, we've got different career persons or career people here. What do we have? Okay, let's just first look at what the options they give us. Okay, they say match the pictures with the correct words. I have an office, an automobile repair shop, a court, a building site, a studio, and a supermarket. All right, let's look at the first lady. What do you think the first lady would be? What does she look like to you? A receptionist. All right, that's perfect. Okay, so a receptionist, and where would she be? She would be in the office. Okay, wonderful, good. The next gentleman. Okay, what does this gentleman looks like? Okay, so he's wearing a hard hat. Okay, so he's got a hard hat on. He's got a hard hat on, and he's looking. You know what? He looks like a draftsman. Okay, so he looks like a draftsman. He looks like a businessman. He looks like all right, good. And it looks like see the containers behind him. That looks like a building site. Okay, good. So that is going to be D. That is super. All right, that is wonderful. Sorry, I forgot to. I beg your pardon. I just forgot to put A here and oh, excuse me, for the office. Okay, good, and then D. Okay, very very good. All right, wonderful. Okay, let's see. This man looks like he's a photographer. Okay, normally it looks like a photographer. Okay, so normally the place where photographer works is what we call a studio, and we do have the word studio here. All right, so basically it's enclosed environment with correct lighting and filters and extra lighting so that there's no shadows and stuff like that. All right, great. So he's the gentleman is a photographer. Let me just put down a photographer. Okay, a photographer, and um, where he will work will be in a studio. Okay. So he will work with a studio. Okay, fantastic. Number four. Okay. So there's a lady and it looks like she's wearing a cape. What a bat what's her name? Batwoman. She's wearing a suit. What's it? Batman's cloak. All right, okay, fantastic. All right, so all right, super, 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 super duper. All right, so what are we gonna call her? Okay? So what are we gonna call her? Okay, so she's going to be a. That's right. She's going to be in the court. And she looks like a judge, or she's like a lawyer, and she's in. Actually, looks like she's going to go to the court. Okay, so let's call her. We can call her. Oh my goodness, I spoke about it now. Okay, a judge, advocate. There we go. Okay, so she looks like an advocate. Okay. All right, an advocate. That is wonderful. That's beautiful. Okay, good. The next gentleman, it looks like okay, he's got a spanner in his hand. Serious chap, serious gentleman. All right, good. Looks like he's going to be in an automobile. Wonderful. All right, so we're running out of time. Okay, I don't. We need to read still. So that would be B. Okay, so that would be B. All right, here we go. So it is B. That is super. Okay, wonderful. And obviously, the last one would be the lady is looks like a coffee shop. You know, a sort of coffee shop that you can buy your goodies and that kind of thing as well. So she looks like the looks. She looks. All right. So she looks like the a cashier. All right. Or at the checkout point. Okay, wonderful. And then that would be F. All right, super. That is wonderful. Excellent. Great job. Okay, good. Excellent. All right, good. Let's go to the last one. Let's read a bit. All right, here we go. So let's continue. Let's just, I feel like that maybe need to just delete all these things. Can I delete them? All right, okay, they're in a bit of the way. All right, so let's just read it quickly and let's answer a few questions that we need to review. Okay, combat, for works of love. Okay, good. Okay, beautiful. Excellent. Rick, you read very well. Yeah, okay, your English is perfect. Okay, good. So that is wonderful. So Rick, what any words that I saw you were stuck here? Okay, drawbacks. Basically, combat the drawbacks of work from home life. Okay, so okay, big thing. All right, this word workaholic, especially trying to divide between the two. Okay, just very very quickly. What I do feel is don't stop, don't okay, stop to smell the roses. Okay, to work hard is good. It's really really good, but it's not worth it if you lose your family in the process. Okay, all right. So let's go for it. Okay, so what we did was we had a conversation. Okay, good. And we filled in the various little words in their prospective places. We found out who these people, who these professionals were, and then we read through the reading. Okay, Rick, you did very very well. It was really really nice to meet you. Love your accent. You're doing well. You're doing well. You're gonna do well in business. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Yeah. Well, I hope to meet you again. Okay, that's great. All right. So